It is a choice that each of us must face. To remain ordinary, deep down, coasting through a miserable existence. Or you can take control of your own destiny.
We had an opportunity to do something very different.
Could you let me out at the next corner, please?
Please be quiet.
We have been telling the story about the ordinary man discovering a very different world.
Welcome to the fraternity.
I've been trying to explain to the lady here that I'm an accountant.
This group believes in this code.
We are a fraternity of assassins, the weapons of fate.
We've tried to push it in terms of the design of the film to make it stunning and bizarre and original.
The exciting part is just being in this kind of departure film. Join us.
My name is Wesley Gibson. My job title is account manager. I have a girlfriend, and this is Barry, my best friend, fucking her on an IKEA kitchen table I picked up for a really good price. Wanted is about a young guy who is kind of drifting through life. He's got no respect from anybody in his life.
You are nothing. No, you are less than nothing.
And Wesley is walking into work every day and being told he's useless.
Attitude, poor performance, poor.
Makes you hugely apathetic and not engaged with the world around you because you just feel like the world around you doesn't give you anything anyway. And suddenly he meets these people who tell him the way the world really is.
I knew your father.
My father died the week I was born.
Your father died yesterday on the rooftop of the Metropolitan Building. He was one of the greatest assassins who ever lived. And the other one is behind you. My character is a regular person who lost her family and was brought into the group and is an assassin. She likes her gun a lot.
He is plucked from this world in an instant.
Look, I'm just an accountant. I just handle money that doesn't exist. Oh my gosh!
It is the belief of this organization of assassins called the fraternity that he possesses, both genetically and innately, the same skill set that his father, this great assassin, possessed.
They have particular talents that go beyond, far beyond the ordinary. And we need to replace one. We have to go through that bloodline. Shoot the wings off the flies.
I don't know what that means.
Shoot the wings off the flies. In his case, it took a little doing.
I really think you have me mixed up with somebody else.
3. Either you shoot or I do.
She assumes that he's experiencing a severe anxiety attack for which he needs to be medicated. When in fact what he learns is that his heart racing is a skill passed on genetically.
3.
Only a few people in the world can do that. Your father could do it, and you can do it.
What we're going to do with him is teach him to get used to pain and learn how to be prepared.
I'm the repairman.
What do you repair?
A lifetime of bad habits.
What the fuck you do that for?
The first things that I get put through in the film are getting 7 colours of crap beaten out of me by every member of the fraternity.
We have a butcher who is very well trained in knives.
Knives are easy to hide, and they never run out of bullets.
We have a gunsmith.
He knows more about a piece than anybody, and he's going to teach you how to use one.
You need to know what it's like to put a bullet in a body.
Hey, we can't shoot a dead woman. She might be somebody's mom.
And it's not just training with guns, it's a mental training too. It's like about patience and focus and discipline.
Now I know why I could never care about anything before this. I was trying to be something I wasn't.
Oh God, I feel kind of good.
It essentially is about finding yourself.
I want you to curve the bullet.
How am I supposed to do that?
Only a few people in the world have this ability, and you are one of them.
We're here to enlighten him about who he is so that he can be what he was created to be.
Shoot the target.
Let your instincts guide you. The first time in your life, Wesley, you're in control.
Who's the man? I'm the man.
You're telling him who he is again, and it makes him want to give 100% because suddenly he's empowered.
Look at the big man, you fucking asshole! Who the hell is she, Wesley?
He has these skills and this ability and this possibility to exploit his gifts to maintain the balance of power in the world.
Now. Kill one, save 1,000. That's the code of the fraternity.
This metamorphosis happens, and out of this kind of chrysalis emerges this amazing sort of dragonfly.
I'm sorry.
This guy who's killed my father is the best. Nobody can go up against him. But I have the genes of my father, and the hope is that I can take him out.
Sit down! It's okay, sit down!
James really represents the everyman, and I think that so many people will be able to relate to him and actually feel like, well, if that was me, and I was working in my little cubicle, and my life sucked, and I didn't have excitement, and I didn't know what I was worth, could this realistically be my fantasy of what could happen to my life?
What sets it apart from other superhero films is that it's the real world. It's not a world of capes and tights. It's a gritty, urban, sophisticated, contemporary world.
Hey, I think that's my old train.
Still is.
We didn't want to make something that was run-of-the-mill. We wanted to roll the dice and try for something really special. So the comic by Mark Millar is fantastic and gutsy, and it had a real edge to it.
The movie is identical in tone. The exploding heads with bullets passing through them and everything, all that cool stuff from the book, it's all there.
We use the same tools what Mark Millar used in his book. You never know what will happen next moment.
Get down!
You know, if you do an R-rated movie, you are immediately telling a section of society, sorry, you know, this is too cool for you, you can't get in, you know.
Wanted is an action-packed movie. There's every kind of stunt you could ever possibly want in this movie. And there's fighting, and there's massive falls, train chases, axe fights, shootouts, and the actors had an awful lot to do physically.
If you were to look at, compare like her resume with any action male star, Angeline probably has more time and more experience doing this type of movie than most guys.
James is really great. The stunt people keep saying he's stuntman quality when it comes to taking a punch and throwing himself onto the floor.
Timur possesses a unique gift in his ability to visually create worlds in a manner that we haven't seen before. He pre-visualizes every frame of the film, literally on the computer. For example, if 2 bullets are going to be used to ricochet off of each other to change the path of a bullet. It's accomplished with such realism that the experience of it feels completely real.
Whether it's a bullet or a gun or a car, he likes to go below the surface and then further and further into the DNA of something.
Timor didn't want it to be like a cartoon character where they suddenly jump for miles and miles, but he wanted to show that they were different than the average person.
Their heart beats in excess of 400 beats per minute. They just see things faster, they see things clearer.
They have special supernatural skills. For example, they can curve bullets. You have to be very careful with this because you have to know how to control yourself.
Don't try this at home.
Another fun thing about Timor is that there's always a better idea. When we got the script initially, there was a parkouring sequence, and parkouring is this athletic running through buildings and jumping off of pipes and all. We went to Chicago, and Timor starts looking up all the L trains, and he went, why don't we do it on top of the L trains?
So we've had to build top of this L train, and because they have to be running on this, so it has to be steady, it can't be moving. So we have the bridge on skates, and the bridge is going to come at you to create the illusion that the train's going through.
Have you ever thought about doing things differently?
How do you mean?
Being somebody normal?
No.
It's an action movie, but it really is so much more.
It's cool to see Timor in the middle of a big Hollywood movie because he's bringing to it something that's unusual.
The fraternity has trained assassins for thousands of years. You'll be given everything you need to kill your target.
The style of it visually is incredible. We're always looking to kind of turn it on its head and do the opposite of what is expected.
This approach to filmmaking is completely out of the ordinary.
Are we gonna bond now?
Would you like to?